Hey, it's Zambo again, trying to play GeoGuessr as a all but complete noob. Like I mentioned in the last video, which is the first video, I don't even know if I'm going to post these. I'm just recording it for fun. I don't, like I said in the last video, I don't. I've only watched some tournaments. Noticed people didn't like the U.S. or not didn't like it, but it was very difficult. Tried to record one. Obviously, I again, I don't know if I'll actually upload these, but the last one I did, I kept getting California and Florida confused, which was not a great look. Because I said I was relatively good at guessing, but apparently I wasn't, at least for those two states. But the rest of them are not too bad. So I'm gonna go back to the U.S. here. My high score again, 17,000. So we'll see if I can do this. All right, so we've got very tall trees, tall pines. This is a unique plate. I want to say this might be Wyoming with blue at the top, red lettering. This very sandy soil though, right here. Sandy soil, big old farmhouse. Okay. I was thinking Wyoming initially. I'm now going to say this is almost a North Carolina. Would be probably somewhere towards the Outer Banks. And it was actually South Carolina outside of Darlington, but that's still a decent score for the US. All right, very interesting trees here, although this is one that I'm fairly confident on. I say that now, watch me be completely wrong. I think this is West Texas. So these trees look very West Texas to me. I watch a lot of YouTubers who are based out of there. You see some of these hills. It's not like West Texas hill country, so it's not like, outside of San Antonio. But I'm going to say it's probably somewhere up, maybe near Dallas. Actually, for the corn, I'm going to say it might even be a little further out this way. And I was completely wrong. It is in Illinois. I thought those were closer to the trees that you see in Texas, but like I said, I'm new at this. All right, so right off the bat, we have this style of wall. These trees, we've got we've got rocky hills to our west, sandy soil, like those look like mountains. Okay, that's something. Tall palms. I am very inclined to think this might be outside of Vegas, somewhere either near Vegas or further south, but I'm gonna go probably that area. These hills back here look like the mountains outside of Vegas, and it was actually. Did I get east and west confused? I must have got east and west confused there. Where's my compass? So that is west. No, there were mountains west. I just yeah. So it's in the San Bernardino Valley. I mean, still, I was only off by 200 miles. So, all right, this is obviously TQL Stadium. Allegiant Gate. That should be a dead giveaway, but I don't know all of my stadiums that well. TQL Stadium. I don't think this is. I'm not good at blurred plates, honestly. This is gonna be embarrassing because somebody's gonna be like, again, if I ever post this, somebody's gonna be like, it's right. TQL Stadium is home of blah blah blah. and I'm gonna look like an idiot. But let's take a step back. Architecturally, this is probably somewhere in the Northeast. These buildings here are very, very strongly Northeast. In my mind, at least, my small town has shops that look exactly like that. So I don't see any kind of terrain, although I cannot see much. TQL Stadium. So Legion Gate. Yeah. This is going to be so embarrassing when I get this wrong, but I'm going to say it's probably maybe somewhere up here. And it was in Cincinnati. I mean, this is also kind of like if you're learning, if you're learning the game like I am. Yeah, I don't think anything like. I'm gonna see whose stadium this is. Is it the? This must be the. Is it? I don't even know what the. Allegiant Gate. I don't even know what team plays here. I don't think it's the Bengals. Doesn't look big enough. It looks like a baseball stadium, but I don't know who the Cincinnati baseball team is off the top of my head. I don't follow baseball. But yeah, well, that was not that impressive. Okay, so rock walls, low rock walls, to me is immediately saying northeast, possibly. These woods also saying northeast. Can't see a plate there. This house is another cedar siding and bricks. Also looks rather northeast, but I don't see, I'm looking around for foliage clues. I'm looking around, this is, I think, an aspen tree we're under. Yeah, this is going to be a complete shot in the dark. This rock wall doesn't extend back, so it's more decorative. So I'm kind of inclined. Let's see if I can get a. That's not gonna do any good there. That pull box is interesting, but I don't know my pull boxes that well, so I'm gonna say. Well, this could be just about anywhere. Somewhere. I'm gonna have to go somewhere in this area, and it was actually just in Rhode Island. Interesting. So, guess I may as well play one more relatively quick round. Hopefully relatively quick. Parking lot. Target. Best Buy. Can't see what that one is. Mattress Firm. Those are all over the place. Okay, so we have mountains to our west. We have an In-N-Out. We have no front plates. I should know what this plate is, but I don't. Oh, Utah. This is a Utah plate. One of their vanity plates. So, yeah, this is going to be somewhere Utah. Let's see if I can get anything off that bus. But, yeah, I'm going to guess that this is probably... It looks fairly built up, so I'm going to say it's probably somewhere... And the mountains are to our west. It doesn't look desert. It doesn't look quite like I would expect eastern Utah. So I'm going to guess we'll probably just go outside of Provo. And it was Salt Lake City. So that was a pretty good guess. All right. Do not enter. Standard operations for ERC. BRC loading dock. 51 Bayview Boulevard. Okay, long fence. Got a substation here. We're up on a bit of a hill. It's a very industrial area. I-895. Okay, so 895 is going to be somewhere connecting 95. I was actually thinking about this too, because I was thinking this looks like Central Mass possibly. But 95 runs all the way down the East Coast. I have driven all over the Northeast. I do not recognize 895, but I could do a quick scan. 395 is there. 295. 295. I don't think we're this far south at this point. So I don't think we're that far south. I think we're up here. I think we're somewhere in we got 495 here. I really want this to be like Worcester. I don't think it is, but it is not. It's outside of Baltimore. 895 was probably a giveaway for Baltimore. But yeah, I've not been to Baltimore yet. I'm going later this year. Okay, very flat. Very flat. I don't see anything in particular. I'm leaning towards upper Midwest, like Minnesota. Do have front plates. Little bit of rolling hills, not too much. This looks like soybeans over here, which tends to be upper Midwest, more to the east. I don't know what crop that was, so I'm going to go somewhere right in this area. And I was not far off. It was just outside of Peoria, Illinois. So, round 4 or 5. All right. So we have fall here. Very strong fall vibes. These look like, that's an interesting house. These look like kind of New England style houses. Trying to get an idea from license plates where we might be. This is right on top. I don't know who that is. We got blurred there. I'm not sure what's going on there. See if there's anything on the shirt. Something Quidditch, and it's maroon and gold. Just because of that maroon and gold shirt and the fact that it's Quidditch. Maroon and gold are the colors of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, so I'm going to take a stab in the dark here and say this is probably Minneapolis. And it was actually Colorado. Okay. That was not ideal, but not terrible. All right, what do we have here? Bit of McMansion hell. Big old willow trees, spruce trees, rather flat. What do we have here? Pro roofing. That's an 888 number. It's not useful. This is an interesting fire hydrant over here. I don't know fire hydrants that well. Concrete roads tells me this is not likely the Northeast. You do not see concrete roads in the Northeast. And again, these gutters too, not those ones, these ones, you don't see a lot of that in the Northeast. But the concrete road, even for a subdivision here, you're not going to see that outside of the Northeast that much, or in the Northeast. You know, you're not going to see that in the Northeast. Bright green, kind of makes me think Washington, Seattle. Seattle is a thing for bright green. Don't know for sure. Obviously, we're in fall here. Decent foliage, but you know what? This could be Massachusetts somewhere. This could be Western Massachusetts, but I still don't think you would see. I don't think you would see concrete roads like that because they would get just destroyed by the snow plows. See, there's a street sign up here. Anything I can give away? Yeah, this is, like I said, I want it to be Central Mass, but at the same time, the concrete street here. So it's going to be further south. It's going to be somewhere that they don't plow a lot. It's also going to be somewhere that has a good amount of tree cover. We got a red maple here. We got some of these spruce trees, tend to be more northeast. Willow trees, more spruce trees. It does look fairly flat, so I'm going to say we might be somewhere down. Oh, boy. Yeah, I want to say we're probably somewhere down in this area. Maybe, yeah, I think we're kind of there. And it was actually Detroit. I did not realize that you would have concrete roads like that in Detroit. So anyway, yeah, that would be round 2-ish. Again, I don't know if I'll ever do anything with these, but it's there. So if there's next time, if I upload this, I don't know. See you then.